Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Morning San Francisco. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Friday, September 19th. You'll be interested to know, 132 years ago, today in 1893, New Zealand became the first self-governing nation to grant women the right to vote in national elections, a landmark of human progress and equality. This inspiring achievement in Wellington, New Zealand, celebrates the power of inclusive democracy, and it paved the way for women's suffrage movements around the world, a shining moment of social advancement. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Friday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking fair with waves around 3 to 5 feet. Conditions are clean until about 8. Then they go back to fair as the wind picks up slightly. Expect the swell to gradually fade in the afternoon, settling around 2 to 4 feet by 3. Winds are currently onshore at 5 miles per hour, increasing to 10 by evening. Best time to ride is at 8 a.m. with the 3-foot incoming mid-tide, when the west-northwest swell is 4 feet at 11 seconds, and the onshore wind is 3 miles per hour. The first high tide on Friday will be 5.5 feet, just before 11:30 a.m., followed by a 2-foot low tide just after 4:30. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 62 degrees for the water temperature. Expect fair conditions on Saturday with waves around 2 to 3 feet, though choppy conditions develop in the afternoon as winds pick up. Sunday brings a steady increase in swell, reaching 3 to 5 feet with favorable winds, making it the best day of the period. Monday holds similar size at 4 to 6 feet, but choppy conditions return later in the day. This morning, there's a slight chance of rain showers, and it feels like 63 degrees with 6 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 7:11, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:56. Looking ahead in the weather. Saturday will be mostly sunny with highs near 65 and a west-southwest breeze near 5 to 9 miles per hour. Sunday remains mostly sunny with highs near 65 and partly cloudy nights in the upper 50s. Then Monday warms to near 69 with a slight chance of showers late Monday night into Tuesday and low temperatures around 60 to 62. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news. In Northern California, a push for secession is gaining traction among rural residents who feel marginalized by Democratic redistricting plans. Governor Gavin Newsom's proposal would merge traditional Republican strongholds with liberal Bay Area districts, stirring concerns about rural representation. Modoc County, a conservative enclave, is particularly worried that their agricultural interests and distinct perspectives will be overshadowed in a new district that stretches to wealthy Marin County. Local ranchers express frustration, emphasizing the urban-rural divide and the potential loss of their voices in Congress. As Californians prepare to vote on Proposition 50 on November 4th, the debate over representation and power continues to escalate. Now on to sports. Clayton Kershaw announced his retirement after 18 seasons with the Dodgers, effective at the end of the season, capping off a Hall of Fame career with 3 Cy Young Awards. The 37-year-old left-hander is scheduled to take the mound Friday night at Dodger Stadium, potentially for the final time. Kershaw, a dominant pitcher, has more than 3,000 strikeouts and 2 World Series titles. Dodgers owner Mark Walter congratulated Kershaw on his career, stating it would lead to his induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame. And last night, on Thursday Night Football, the Bills beat the Dolphins in Buffalo 31-21. Josh Allen was 22 for 28, with 213 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Tua was 22 for 34, with 146 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. The Bills are now 3-0 as they remain at home next week to face the Saints. And on Sunday Night Football this week, we got the 0-2 Chiefs in New York to face the 0-2 Giants. KC is favored by 6.5, with the over-under set at 45.5. Kickoff is at 8:20 on NBC. In college football tomorrow, the big game of the weekend is number 22, Auburn visiting number 11 Oklahoma. This SAC showdown has these 3-0 teams facing off at 3:30 Eastern on ABC. In local sports, last night in Los Angeles, the Giants lost to the Dodgers 2-1. The Dodgers scored twice in the 6th with Betts reaching on an error and Freeman singling in runs. Webb took the loss, allowing 1 earned run over 7 innings. The Giants managed only 1 hit and committed 1 error while leaving 9 runners on base. The G-men's record dropped to 76-77. Tonight, the Giants face the Dodgers in Los Angeles again for Game 2 of this 4-game series. Robbie Ray is 11-7 with a 3.5 earned run average, pitching against Clayton Kershaw, who is 10-2 with a 3.53. First pitch is at 7:10 at Dodger Stadium under clear skies and 75 degrees. The G-men look to even the series at an away venue where the Dodgers hold the edge. In top news, the Food and Drug Administration is urging shoppers to discard specific cookware products immediately due to lead leaching concerns. These items, made with alloys such as hyndalium and indalium, should not be donated. The FDA has expanded its warning about imported aluminum and brass cookware that may release unsafe levels of lead into food. Newly identified brands sold at retailers in New York and Illinois include Patel Brothers, INDIACO, and Mannon Supermarket. Lead exposure can cause serious health issues, particularly for children and pregnant individuals. The FDA advises discarding affected cookware instead of donating it. In business news, a Harvard Business School graduate was arrested Thursday on fraud charges, alleging he swindled fellow alumni out of over $4 million in a Ponzi scheme, even assuring one investor they would soon brag about their crazy gains at the school's reunion. Vladimir Artemonov, 46, was taken into custody in Elkridge, Maryland, and charged with securities, wire, and investment advisor fraud for allegedly carrying out the scheme from September 2021 through February 2024. An indictment unsealed in Manhattan federal court said Artemonov promised big returns and little risk to dupe former classmates into investing with him. U.S. Attorney Jay Clayton said Artemonov betrayed investors, including friends and former Ivy League classmates. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 2% for the week to about $117,000. Ethereum is down 0.5% to just over 4,600. And XRP is up 0.5% to $3.08. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Big tech's artificial intelligence capital expenditures are soaring, raising concerns that companies may be overbuilding infrastructure before it can be monetized. One expert describes this trend as a risky gamble. Oracle Corporation's reported $300 billion deal with OpenAI is being scrutinized as a sign of robust spending or an overreach in the artificial intelligence sector. Professor Benjamin Lee warns that this overinvestment may lead to long-term challenges if demand for AI workloads diminishes. Despite this, the demand for data centers is currently booming, with industry leaders expressing confidence in future utilization. And in entertainment news, the new sequel, Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, comes at a time when musicians rarely reveal their unvarnished lives on film. Rob Reiner, the director, reflects on how the original This Is Spinal Tap rankled some bands upon its release in 1984. Tyler Wilson notes that the mockumentary taught artists to avoid hubris, a central theme in the film. The sequel aims to capture the reality of being a rock star, showcasing the struggles of aging band members. While music documentaries increase in number, they tend to favor mythology over truth-telling, according to producer Aaron Sachs. Well, alrighty, folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American author and women's rights activist, Margaret Fuller. And she said, "If you have knowledge, let others light their candles in it." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Morning San Francisco.